What's good, yo? Welcome to episode of GinTV podcast. As always, your boy EAZY.
Is your boy Manu?
And A1DasauceGod.
And today we got a very, very special guest. Not just the owner, but the founder. He found this shit.
Yes, sir.
We got the boy Elijah from Captured by Elijah. We got a professional photographer. Is it photographer? Is there an actual title for it? Is it just photographer?
Photography.
Photographer?
Yeah.
All right, I mean, yeah.
The whole thing, you know.
I mean, he does what he does. He's the guy that helped us out with, like,
Yeah, big shout out to you. Like, for people that don't know, which would be most people.
Right.
He's actually one of the people that helped us kind of set this whole, studio up.
Yeah.
The mics, all this other stuff, help us get the equipment, all that. So big props to you, bro.
Welcome, guys. Appreciate it.
We ran a lot of stuff
GinTV.
by this guy to make sure that, we were getting the right equipment. We knew nothing.
Do it right. You gotta do it right. Do it right. Don't do it at all.
He didn't make us sign anything, so when we make it big, we don't owe him any royalties. Well, we got you with the shout outs.
Appreciate it. Let's give me the shout outs.
So,
what's good?
You being a professional.
Yes, professional.
Yes, because we've been over how to be a pro before, right?
How to be a professional, you got to be a pro.
Yeah. How to become
So-
a pro, you gotta become a professional.
Right.
A while back, right? It was kind of going around Twitter a little bit about how this photographer, right? You do weddings?
Yeah.
So
the whole genre.
he did a wedding, right?
All right.
And the family didn't offer him some food, so he deleted all the pictures.
Wow.
What do y'all think about that?
I'm not going to lie to you. I'll be offended. Like, I'm out here working. You at least could have gave me something.
I don't think you gotta stay professional, bro. You gotta keep it 100. Like you're getting in there to get paid,
Right.
not get laid.
It's like this.
Or
It's like this. We all have contracts
Mm-hmm.
before we even sit down with the client
Okay.
and give them exactly what we want, what we need. Let's like a per diem.
Okay.
So we tell them, hey, yes, what's included, mealtime, we're all eating, yes, photographers are fed, you pay for our dinner and everything like that. So for him to delete the photos, that's shade. I most definitely wouldn't have done it. I mean, it's not just, sometimes it's always about the client,
Yeah.
because they're booking you, they're paying you
Right.
Bitcoin. Well, unless he was underpaid, I understand. But if he was doing like a $55,000 wedding and they paid you, why would you delete the photos over
A plate of food.
$80 plate of food?
Right.
That's so unprofessional.
Isn't that like breach of contract?
If it was in the contract. If it wasn't in the contract, different story.
Wait, so y'all put in the contract like to feed y'all?
Oh, most definitely.
For real?
Because you
Oh.
gotta think about it. So there's like 5 different ways you can do a wedding.
Okay.
You can do a wedding by the hour, by just what's on the ceremony. If they book you from beginning to end,
For the event.
like let's say, hey, we want you all day. So we're starting at 7 a.m. and not ending till like 11 o'clock midnight. Oh, you feeding us?
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So it gets that tight.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. I think if I do a wedding and they ask me for some food, I'm like, I'll feed y'all. But we're gonna knock that price down a little bit.
Well,
We're gonna start some negotiations, man. Like
it's
$80.
It's common courtesy. I mean, pretty much all the weddings I've done, it's always been, oh, Eli, you're at table 7. Oh, no. I don't ask most of the time, but I just put it in there. They see it. Oh, no worry, you're already taken care of. So
Okay.
it's kind of like a common courtesy to take care of your photographer and videographer because they're giving you a day to remember. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure.
Wait, hold on. Before we go any further, you threw out a $55,000 number out there. Is that like the average cost for a wedding picture?
More.
Really?
wait, hold on.
I thought the wedding cost
wait.
$55,000.
It's $55,000 for the pictures or for the wedding?
Well, it's a package deal.
Okay.
So depending on what you want for the day, so when you're sitting down girl, you do a wedding, you talking to the client, what do you want? Do you want an album? Do you want a video? Do you want a slideshow? Do you want thank you cards? What kind of albums you want?
You haven't
So-
given me $55,000 worth of shit
oh,
just
trust
now,
me.
bro. Like what the fuck,
Oh, it is. Trust me, because what it is like, so I'm with you.
bro? I got portrait mode on my iPhone.
That
Like,
don't mean anything. So
that means a
everybody-
lot to
No,
me.
it
I'm about
does
to
not.
charge one of y'all niggas to do my shit.
And that's the thing
Fuck
right
outta
now.
here.
And that's the problem with these iPhones. Everybody thinks they're a photographer now, but that
Right.
doesn't make you a photographer, though. You know what I'm saying? It's just a tool. So I'm saying it's like behind it, though, like the quality of what we're giving you. So I'm going to print you out an album that's worth $3,500 because it's Italian leather. It's being sent somewhere, you know. It's guaranteed for life, no matter what happens to it. I mean, it's
look at his
I see
face
your
already.
face.
Yo, can I get like Mexican leather? Like, I don't need the Italian shit.
That shit gonna be laced with
But,
coke.
It's all up. Like I say, it's about leaving you with a day that you're gonna remember.
It's an experience.
It's good. You know, you and your missus don't divorce, but it's a day to remember. So it gets expensive. It gets very expensive.
Yo, what's the most expensive wedding that you've been to?
I've shot or been to.
I guess both. Like, give me both.
All right, so the most expensive wedding I attended or been to, I know it was like 1.6
million.
Yeah.
So the fucking Kardashians.
No, actually, it was my buddy from it was 2004. Yeah, I guess his parents, you know, they're big brokers and stuff.
Okay.
So him and his wife was getting married upstate, and I mean they got cash, and it was like nothing for them. It was like 1.5 was like $30,000 to us, you know what I'm saying? But it's
but
nothing
that you
to
didn't
these
shoot
guys.
that one. You just
No,
you
I
attended
attended
them.
that. Yeah, it was. Oh, I mean, you talking about something to remember?
Yeah.
Off the charts.
How much do you think the photographer charged for that?
Oh, he got paid.
Really?
He got paid.
Yeah. Do you feel some like were you a photographer at that point?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Do you
yeah.
feel some type of way that you didn't get hired for that one?
No, not at all.
Really?
There's some things I don't want to do. I just want to attend. Like, it's my buddy. I want to attend. I don't want to work. I want to enjoy it with you. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be there for the experience. There's no, but I didn't get hired for it. It's all good.
But if you hired, you would have took it.
Oh, hell yeah. Would've took it.
I feel like you just gave me like the politically correct answer, but a bit of me.
Like it hurts him a little bit inside.
Like, all right, bro. Like,
it comes with the territories. Like, there are things that you will get and may not get. And at that time, I wasn't ready for that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I probably would have
I guess
went under my game, but
it definitely talks about. It definitely speaks volume into like knowing yourself. Because some people would have took it and gave it like a shitty ass job and like fucked up their entire wedding.
Bro, it sounds crazy what I'm saying, right? But I think, if an opportunity presents to you that you know isn't coming anytime soon again, say yes and figure it out as you go, Because if you wait till you're ready for it, it may never come.
You're right.
I mean, do you want to fuck up somebody's wedding though?
No, wait, hold on, pause for a minute though.
They're most likely gonna get divorced anyway. I mean, if we're going by stats. If we're going by stats, right?
That's true. That's
maybe.
some
But
facts.
you know what? Let me hop on that because you're right. Because if it wasn't, I've been doing photography since I was about 10.
Yeah.
All right. I've been in business now for the past 9 years now. So
Okay.
I tell you this, if it wasn't for my cousin who called me, now I haven't shot since, when was it? I think it was 90. I think I stopped shooting like in 2000s or whatever. My cousin called me, yo, I'm getting married. Do you still shoot? Yeah, sort of, kind of. So it was a leap of faith.
Right.
I took if it wasn't for him, yo, cuz, this is for you. Thank you. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing it today.
So at the time he called you, you had another career.
Yeah, I was doing something else. I was on my aviation electronics. I wasn't even thinking about that,
Okay.
Then he said, yo, come back. Can you shoot my wedding? I only want you to do it. And I was just like, well, all right. Well, he was like, well, how much do you charge? I was like, let me call you back. And then I'm looking, this is like 2007, 2005.
Right.
I'm looking.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yo, that's right when like the fucking country like stopped too. Like,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
a bad year.
I'm looking like, damn, these guys are making this much money for
Like you kind of went and did some research on
So,
what
yeah.
like an average photographer.
Yeah,
is making
average
for a wedding.
photographer, especially in the area. So I'm looking like, yo, 3,700 is good. He goes, all right, bet I'll cut you a check today.
Just like that.
Just like that.
I've been pissed. I'm like, Shash, that's at 4.
So I mean, I'm like, I'm cool. So now I'm kind of like in a frantic mode, but I kind of already knew how to capture her. So I was just like, let's get it. If it wasn't for him, appreciate you, Teddy, man. You don't want to be here today, bro.
Nah, but if you're making 4,800 or 30, what do you say, 3,700 for that session, are you gonna is it really worth? I mean, 3,700 for 8 hours is definitely worth it. But I mean, like, what about like the after editing and like coming up with all the catalogs and stuff that you were saying before? Like, how much time does that stuff go into it?
So all that is a process. So you think about it. So if I'm shooting a wedding, you always put yourself at a cap.
Right.
Like even if you have a partner, I'm not. Even though it's digital now and everybody's just click, 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 click.
Right.
If I shoot 1,000 images, I gotta go through 1,000 images.
Right.
So I set a cap. I'm not shooting no more than maybe 150 or 200
Okay.
max. And I have my guy, hey, you're doing the reception and the bridal stuff. Get like 180. Don't go too far because it's a lot of stuff you got to go back through.
Yeah.
So you think about that time process of me going through. If it takes me to go through 20 images just to look and then touch up. So you're looking because you give them, hey, listen, this is your wedding. You got 400 pictures to go through. You can pick 180 photos. 180. I'll
Right.
give them 180 or, you go through it, pick what you need. We'll make your album. So if they come back, oh, we just wanted 100, we'll go through the 100 real easy. So it's a process. It is time consuming, but it's all jotted out, looking at what you shoot. Because as you shoot, photographers, you want to shoot it right in the camera for the first time. You don't want to have a long day in post-production. So when I'm looking at my viewfinder, I'm framing it, putting everything where it needs to be, making sure there's nobody in the background, there's nothing. So when I come to post, it's real easy. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, so you said that you gave the option for like 180, but then they say I only want 100. I mean, do you knock something off the price for?
Well, I most definitely do. I'll probably knock something off. I'll give them something extra.
Okay.
Like I may give them like a little side thank you book for their for them to have, or I may give them another album for their in-laws to have.
Okay.
So I'll mix it up with them. I'm always looking out for my clients.
So you said you weren't like even in the game anymore, right? Until your cousin called.
Right.
So when you said like, did you have all the equipment?
Yeah.
Stuff like
I always have camera gear.
Okay.
So even though with that I was like, yo, I can upgrade, get some new stuff with this check, but at the same time, let's make it work. So I did have gear available to shoot. So
that was like it wasn't like too stressful for you when you went down there and shot it for him, right?
Nah, it was a breeze.
Did he feed you?
Of course he did. His family, he better feed me. No, yeah. No, he fed me.
Okay.
No doubt.
So that's like your first paid project then, right?
Yeah, that was my first like official paid photography.
So when you became a pro.
Like, yeah.
At what point did you think about starting your own business? And right away?
So after I saw this, I'm like, yo, there's some serious money in this. And I was just like, got home that day, finished that month, writing out the business plan, writing out what we're gonna do. Right after that, I'm like, yo, let's go. So from there, it was just.
I mean, were you talking to yourself at this point, or just your partner?
So my partner, my wife, just going over everything with her.
Okay.
Because that's my partner as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
But she like your literal like photography partner, or like you talking about like life partner type shit?
Well, I let her handle the logistics side of it, like the bookings, all the contracts and stuff like that.
Oh,
so
okay.
I include her so she understands how the game works. Because as a photographer, you get busy, so there's so much stuff I'm trying to.
You guys are you're like an LLC, right?
Yes.
So do you like employ her under it?
No.
Oh, okay.
You guys are equal partnerships?
No.
No, what is it, 80-20?
I was thinking, right? Like,
equal.
if you do that, don't you get like a tax write-off? Like, isn't there some benefit of like making like your spouse your employee or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember the law on that. I believe there is. I think
I know what you're talking about, but it might be applicable to your child.
That too. So there's a bunch of things on the LLC that you can.
But if you pay them under like 12,000, right below the deductible standard deduction, like they don't have to pay taxes.
I know something like
that.
It makes
a
lot of people. I know like a lot of really wealthy people hire like all their like families and stuff like that to like avoid like some type of tax shit.
Yeah, there's some sort of.
When you pay them right under 12 and then gift them, whatever it is.
Gift them.
Gift them.
Like speaking of tax shit, like you got paid in cash, right? Or checks and shit like that.
Yeah, checks, cash, all that. Still report it.
Yeah.
Still report it.
Hey.
Sure.
Wesley, sorry, buddy. No. No, but yeah, you got to report it though. You know what I'm saying?
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Like a barber, right? A barber's reporting all his earnings.
Everything. Right.
Kind of un-American shit is that? You got to pay taxes, bro.
Right.
The government want theirs.
Yeah, you got to feed. You got to feed the rich.
You got to all day. Sorry, rich guys. Here you go. Take it.
So to backtrack, you said that the $1.6 million event was the biggest event that you attended. So what was the biggest event that you actually worked for?
So the biggest wedding I had on the books, I think it was, I believe it was about 10K.
10K?
10K. It was a 2-day, it was a 2.5 day wedding that we had to do. So there was some stuff before and after that we did up in, where was it? I'm trying to remember.
Well, you got paid 10K or the wedding itself cost 10K?
No, the wedding, no. For me, for the business.
You guys got paid 10K.
Yeah, because they wanted.
I'm gonna say 10K is like a cheap West wedding.
Right.
Yeah. No, because they wanted photography and videography.
Oh, you do video too?
Yeah, so you combine those packages, put it together.
What do you typically average
for the year?
Yeah, I mean, like on an average basis. So you said 10K is like the most, right, that you've ever made. Like, what's a typical like average? Yeah.
So normally, I kind of not trying to go too big because they get crazy. I think my average what I've been bringing in for weddings about in between 35 to 5.
Okay.
So
that's still pretty fucking good for a day's worth of work.
Trust me, and I tell people all the time. Like I tell some of these kids who not understanding.
Yo, think about this. Yo, if you do 12 weddings a year, how many weddings would you say you do a year?
Me, I try to do at least 4 or 5.
4 or 5. I say, yo, if you did like 12,
Oh, you're set.
yeah, you're like fucking
You're
good.
golden.
Yeah.
So this is your side hustle, or is this like
No, well, this is about to be my primary.
okay?
I'm
So you're
cutting pretty much everything that I do on the side out. I mean, I hold a lot of hats,
Right.
but I really making sure this is about to be the really bread and butter because it's working really well.
I mean, yeah,
You know
for
what I'm saying?
5K a wedding or 3K a wedding or
Just
whatever.
think about
you
it.
say,
Just think about it. What you make, what you make in a week?
Me?
Yeah,
Probably like 1,100 or something.
1,100. I get a job for $5,500, right? Yo, E, I got a wedding. You're a shooter, right? Yo, I got a wedding. I need you for like 4 hours. Want to work? All right. Yo, I'm going to look out for you. I'm going to cut you $1,100.
Why
4 hours.
haven't you called?
From the
Like, I'm what the fuck, man? You
No.
ever see me struggling shit? Like putting hours.
I'm just thinking, or 800. Say, I'm gonna give me 800.
Nah, don't backtrack. Nah.
I'm just saying, like for
I feel like an asshole now. Thank you. Like,
for
500
an
now.
example. For an example, so I'm telling these kids, like, listen, for a day, not even a half a day, 4 hours, you just make $800. You're not making
Still
that
good.
in a week at
Yeah.
some of your jobs. So
Right.
imagine, if I was doing at least a wedding every other 3 weeks, right? And I'm calling you up, yo, come work for me for $800 for 4 hours. You don't got to do anything, just shoot for me.
Yo, do you need like professional training? Like, what do I gotta do to sign up?
You got to, you're not just walking up the street. Yo, I can shoot. No, you got to get vetted though. You know,
I'm
what
about to go invest in a camera right now.
Might as well, man.
I'm
You hear the
telling you,
money
it's-
that he's throwing out there?
It's
Yo,
there.
gin photography, baby.
Hey,
We're
listen,
expanding
that's
the
great.
business.
That's great. Put it in there, man. I'm serious.
Let's talk about the equipment because we bought a bunch of equipment and it doesn't look like much, but it costs a lot of money.
Very
Like
expensive.
what would you say? Like
Question.
what would you say? Like the equipment that you're buying? Like where would you like? Is it a lot of money? Like is it
Okay, one of my bags, 50
Okay.
grand.
50 grand?
One of my photography bags is $50,000.
Damn.
Damn. So there's a lot of investment that goes.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
10 weddings, bro.
Or it could be 2. But no, I mean photography. So it's very expensive. Videography world, photography world, anything in the media world is very expensive.
Bro, I seen cameras like when I was actually like when we started this, I was looking up cameras and stuff. I seen cameras worth like $25,000. I'm like, what could that shoot?
What could a $25,000 camera do that
See
a
Mars.
$1,000 camera?
Sucks your dick, man.
Yes, it
Need
does.
to ask. That's what it's doing.
Yes, it is.
That was
I mean, wait,
fucking
it's done.
left.
Always this nigga, man. Yo, do you?
I love this.
Yo,
guy.
like, would you sit on the camera? Like, how would you do
What
it?
would you?
I don't know, but
That's what it's doing.
you tell us. You're the one buying these $25,000 cameras.
I haven't had that experience yet, but
That's
no,
That's the premium edition.
yeah, that's the platinum.
Yeah.
Those are the ones out in China.
Okay.
Right.
They're not here yet in the US.
Nah, but what does a camera that expensive do that one that
So
$1,000 wouldn't do?
So it's all about like your sensors, your ISO exposure, all these things that will give you quality over what
But
you
yo, is
really
this
do.
some like obviously you're a trained professional, right? Like you have the eye for these details and qualities that a camera can do, right?
Right.
But say you shoot 2 things, right? One with that $25,000 camera, and after it eats your ass, you put your
Right.
you put the stuff out there, and then you shoot something with the $1,000 camera, right? Is the regular person gonna notice the difference in the 2 cameras, or is it really more for y'all?
Talking about the client.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
So
Like we have a $1,000 camera right now, right?
Right.
Like about for what we shoot, right? If
you'll
we,
notice
say,
the difference.
say we upgraded to a $20,000 camera, right? Like when we post our content out there, would it really be that significantly different?
Hell yes.
Really?
So think about this. You see the NFL today, right?
Yeah.
They're shooting in 6K.
Okay.
See the difference?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you're on the field.
Like if you watch that and go back and watch a 1080, 720, you'd be like, this trash. You most definitely will see the difference.
I noticed something about the NBA where they're like
It
making
seems
it
like-
almost like 3D where they focus in
Yeah, it
on the
seems like you're on
person
the
and
court.
like they blur the
So-
background.
so-
That's
No,
But yeah,
so
you could see the
Yeah,
sweat.
that's-
Like, yeah, it's like you're on the court.
yeah, so that's that 6K at work. So what happens is even though it's a shallow depth of field, so behind you it's a little less that you can see. So it's
yeah, it looks like it's coming at you.
So what the ideal is behind that, I mean, that's that 6K, 8K coming at you raw. You know what I'm saying? And then if you put that on an 8K TV, a lot of this stuff you really can't see with your natural eye. Like,
Okay.
oh, I'm about to get a 12K TV. Okay, you're not going to see it. But for us in the video world who's doing the editing, we'll get to see it.
Okay.
I mean, you'll see it being a lot better than what it looks. But trust me, it's worth it.
I actually saw this series on like YouTube when I was once again looking up this camera stuff. Where like they gave the 25,000. I think it was a red.
Yeah, the
series.
red. Oh yeah,
Yeah, like a $25,000 camera to like newbie, and then they gave $1,000 camera to like a professional. And the shots that the professional was able to do with that $1,000 camera look way better than the shots that the newbie was able to do with the 25K.
I would even bring it to like bike riding, right? Like you could ride a motorcycle, right? You can give the Gixxer 1000
It's all about the person behind that,
and you can give that Gixxer 600 to like a seasoned rider, right?
Yeah.
And that 600 is gonna smoke the 1000.
I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it.
That's what I'm saying. So like obviously,
the person behind the camera or the equipment. That's what it's just. It's just a tool. It's just an extension of what you're able to do.
But then when you see like the professional use the red,
it's gonna be
crazy.
Murder.
Yeah, what's the so what's like a quality? Like what's the best quality of cameras to get?
So
like what do we got? We have a Sony.
You got a Sony. What's that? A2, A1. So I mean, right? I mean, there's there's so many cameras. I say it's preference. A lot of people be like, oh, Canon, Nikon, Reds, Z cams, you know, the new Canon. It's all preference.
I used to love the Kodak, the ones that you could just
snap, point, and shoot. Yeah,
they're recyclable.
Yeah,
you remember those?
No, start winding it up.
Right. Yeah, it's all about preference. It's all about preference. I mean, for me, I mean, being in the media world, I mean, I'm a Nikon guy. You know, sorry people out there, but I've used pretty much almost every camera. But for me, I just stick to Nikon.
How would you rank the iPhone camera compared to like what you be using?
So we're not gonna talk about that because I signed a contract. I really can't talk. No, I'm just joking.
I believe it.
I tell you this. I mean, it's these phones. I mean, they're hurting my life. Seriously, because everybody's getting behind them,
right?
And they're shooting some great stuff. Like these phone companies are really starting to invest in these cameras, and it's amazing what they're able to do with them. I don't knock them, but I just be like, get out my way when I'm shooting. You know what I mean? Oh, let me, you know. And then it's they're amazing.
So now, personally, for me, like I really think Apple itself has been like conning customers since Steve Jobs died. Like all they really do is just upgrade the resolution, upgrade the camera, the same spiel every year.
You know what the thing?
People fall for it.
You know what the thing about the iPhone camera to me is like? I swear, like in the first month, the fucking camera's crispy, bro.
Right.
I swear, right after that shit goes back to shooting like the iPhone 4.
The one that you had before, right?
Yo, first month, like boom, that should be like, hey,
well, hold on, man. I used to, but now I can't. I mean,
so you're saying that like the advanced technology that they're putting like in these phones is kind of hurting the photography business a bit?
Well, yeah, because everybody now is picking up a camera. Oh, I can do this. I can shoot now. I can do that. And, you know, people are going out shooting, doing things with their phones. And be like, yo, I'm not. It's a whole new world. Just like, you know, the new genre of music.
Yeah.
It's new. Okay. And us old school guys got to get used to it. But it's kind of like you're stepping into the lane, but you're not understanding the process of the lane. Like
I think they're like, you know, making it more user friendly, because I feel like what they're doing now with like the iPhones, especially the newest one that came out, like the I guess what is it called, like some type of photo editing thing where like, you know, they could blur out the background, kind of like what you were talking about with the NBA. The newer iPhones could do that as well, and it's kind of, they're trying to compete with like these big ticket cameras.
They can try, but it's gonna be hard for them.
It's crazy. Like I've seen YouTube videos where they're shooting legit videos with their iPhones.
Yeah, yeah. I remember when the iPhone 10 came out, the commercial with the snowball fight, that was all shot with iPhones. The whole entire commercial.
I mean, but Apple gives their best commercials with like.
I mean, that's every business, right? Like,
you're
gonna put your best stuff out there,
right? So it's like, I mean, like I said, it's all about the preference. And these phones, you know, they can try to keep up, but it's gonna be kind of hard though, because we still have a lot more features, and there's so much more we can do with our sensors. And
I'm telling you, bro, portrait mode, yo. I swear, yo, when they came out with portrait mode in the iPhone, that changed the game, yo. That changed the fucking game.
I use portrait mode sometimes when I don't want to grab my camera. But listen, portrait mode is kind of tough.
Yo, you be like, damn, I look that good. Like, you go back to regular mode, like, oh shit.
Like yo, you got to stay in portrait.
Yeah.
What amazes me is that they'll have like this little tiny camera in your phone, right, and take really high quality definition pictures, but your camera's like this big, taking borderline almost the same level quality. Like, how would you explain that? Why are your cameras so much bigger?
Ooh.
Why are they so much bigger?
What the technology just not catch up to like the industry? Or
well, nah, because look at our lenses. Our lenses are big. Our lenses are heavy. It's all about the industry. Like these cameras, like they can only put out. I mean, even though they put out those many megapixels, but when you do take them off and look at them, sometimes they get compressed a lot, and all the information that when all the information that is stored in some of those pictures, sometimes when they get sent back to me from my iPhone, it loses a lot of information.
Okay.
So
Right.
I mean, as far as how big they are, it's just still, like I say, our sensors that are in the camera, you know, the mirrorless joints, whatever. But what we're able to process is a lot more than, you know, these small. It may be small, but you know, we still handle a lot more of them.
I'm just asking because I seen somebody with like this long lens. And he's over there like literally carrying the lens.
Bro, he was compensating. You know?
He's like, what are you doing?
He's compensating for something.
He's showing up like, yeah, I got this. No, those long lenses are pretty much like those telephotos. So those are really, you know, for the like those NFL games, we see these guys at the sideline. They're shooting all the way down to the other end zone without having to walk down. So that's why you see those, you know, those lenses like
so,
that. So
I got a quick question. So we talk about this whole like iPhone thing, and everybody thinks they're photography. So now, a photographer. So you shot models in the past, I'm sure, and you work with models. So how do you feel about like this whole new age of like Instagram models and like people just picking up a camera and claiming themselves as Instagram models, or even what's a new thing?
What?
That website that we always talk about.
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans. OnlyFans.
Come on,
models.
bro. I feel like that should just slip out of your tongue.
The OnlyFans models, like how do you feel about people just like consider themselves like a model or a photographer with like, you know, these low budget equipment?
Yeah, it hurts. You know, that's like you saying you're a mechanic, you know, real quick, and you're on YouTube, not really being. I mean, it's something tough to swallow, because when I look at some of these models and they doing certain things, we're like, that's really not what model material is. You know what I'm saying? Or I mean, some of them are, but some of them don't understand. Like, you know, nope, sorry, most definitely not. And these guys who are shooting, you know, not knowing, you know, the aspect, there's rules to everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, let me get, even though if you do still shoot great images, it's cool, it's fine. But when you're not understanding, like, okay, being a model, you know, it's not just beauty. You know what I'm saying? There's like, if you go to a fashion show, do you know how to walk? You know, your attitude. Do you know how to pose in front of a camera?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? That model show that you invited us to,
Yeah,
that fashion show.
Fashion week.
I never really noticed walking that much until like that show. But I remember, like, you know, as we were judging, you know, the models, because you know what you're supposed to do, right? You critique these people like you're the fucking pro, right? Yeah, I just remember like looking at some of them like, oh, her walk is horrible. Right? Fucking walks like she has a stick up her ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's funny. Like, I never noticed like how important walking is in modeling until that show. Cause it's like, oh yeah, like, you do. Yo, because when you see somebody that like knows how to walk, and then you see somebody walk kind of funny afterwards, it's like, oh.
Yeah, you can tell. Like, you can tell who has it and who, you know, who's a thoroughbred and who's new.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because walking is very important when it comes to the runway game, and especially to the designers when you're hitting that floor, because you don't know who's the audience watching.
Right.
You can have a critic, you know, somebody that's writing an article or something, and you know that one person could hurt your whole show. But so I'm saying, all these IG models, man, y'all gotta just understand. Listen, there's a lot behind just, you know, you sitting on IG looking pretty. It's a lot more behind the game. You know what I'm saying? Getting agent sponsorships, working, getting those shoots, getting magazine spreads, getting published. You know,
and the thing that sucks is like, these are the people that have like the millions of followers and get the endorsement deals and shit. And it's like the people that actually, you know, really do this shit is like the ones that don't really get that big of a following.
No, but let's be real, bro. Like, growing up, right? Whenever I saw a model like on Victoria's Secret or something like that, like, they usually had like a decent face, but the bodies is whack. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
but they had the typical.
Nah,
you know,
you ever seen like?
body
I feel like the modeling culture is changing, and they're like putting in more thicker women in it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more realistic instead of like these super slim women.
Yeah.
But like, yo, I just remember like growing up when I used to like see some of these professional models. I'm like, damn, like, this is like a regular chick to me. You feel me? Like, yo, she must have like, they have like a cute face and like, you know, chiseled cheeks or whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, I'm not coming on those cheeks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's all about image in the day for the company.
I know, but like, to me, it's always been weird how like, I just feel like I've always felt like the real professional models are really not that attractive. You feel me? Like, it's like some of these Instagram models, like, you know what I'm saying? They're not professionals, but I feel like they look better than the real models. You feel me? Like, I feel like they got what real men want to see in women.
Yo, all they did was take out the Kmart models and put them on Instagram.
What?
Remember the models on the Kmart brochures?
Yeah.
Yo, that's all they did. Like, now they got like, yo, Instagram models is like a whole new genre.
Right.
You know, it's like the wave right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's changing. Like I
And
say,
people are really becoming famous from this.
I mean,
shit,
they
like-
are. I mean,
Yeah.
so times are changing with how everything is working.
Yeah.
So you know, you gotta.
I think
move
there's
with the
evolve.
times.
I think there's a difference between like Instagram models and supermodels. Like supermodels is what you see walking down the runway, right?
Right.
And then like Instagram models is just like regular people with
Yeah.
a nice phone and then just recording themselves.
Yo, do you think
So-
supermodels get paid that much though?
They do.
Really?
They do. When you get like Naomi Campbell and
I mean-
back in the day, but when they
I
signed
feel like
these,
yo, but like all right, like she's like the Michael Jordan of fucking modeling. You feel like there's like the Tyra Banks and Naomi
Yeah, right.
Campbell's, right? There's the one that's married to Tom Brady, Giselle,
Right,
right?
right.
Like there's like obviously like these really famous models, right? Like they're getting paid top dollar. They're beautiful, right? But I'm talking about like the average, D League
just coming
model,
in.
like coming off the bench model.
They-
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they-
you think
no,
they're really
they're-
getting bread like that?
so it's not about there's
No, it's
some
just-
of them are getting paid, and it may not be enough, but the perks they get behind it. Sometimes, like if you're working for an
Perks?
agency, if you're an agency,
You'll
you'll get
free bras. Like,
no.
what?
I mean, like your hotels, where when you travel, all that's covered, everything's paid. I mean, you get
So they're
certain
just living
things.
like a nice like a
yeah, and not
lifestyle.
yeah, but also that you get to meet certain people to get you somewhere. I might get hey, guess what? I just got CoverGirl, so now I'm shooting for CoverGirl. Now I'm their model of the year. I went them, and then from there you move up. So there is money even with those intermediate models that are coming in, as long as you have the right agency behind you, backing
Right.
you, and making sure you're getting what you need instead of just sitting on IG, posting photos. Because a lot of the girls who do post their photos, when you do come to a shoot, you're getting paid to show up. Your images are being published and those images rights, it's all yours.
It's probably like a big difference between like the professional models and the Instagram models is like, I bet the professional models don't have to take as much dick to get money.
What?
Nah,
That's out of
What?
control.
No, think about, all right,
Say
Think
what?
about it like this. Say it. Like, yeah, like I watch a lot of like podcasts and other stuff like that do have these Instagram models on there,
Yeah.
and they're always talking about like how they get invited to these rappers' music videos and all this other shit, right?
See?
And I feel like those Instagram models, like, they're kind of like they're just escorts. You know what I'm saying? Like they're modeling for Instagram, but I feel like they're really getting
Black
hit up
page,
by
huh?
rappers and NBA players, right? Like that's
Right.
how they make their money is by like sucking a little dick.
Yeah.
But like these professional models, like at least they have agents that do that stuff for them,
Right,
like, so
right.
they don't have to get like slutted out to make it and get paid.
I mean, but we always seen the whole like the black couch, the casting couch. That's a real thing, and those are professional models. So
Are those
yeah, those are people
like,
that's really.
you're not gonna see like America's Next Top Model on that couch.
You never know. Those girls really think they're trying out for America's Next Top Model.
I mean, hey,
To all the young girls out there that are aspiring models, if you find yourself on a black couch, you're not making it to the next top model show.
That is
right?
not the agency you
It's
want to
not
be
the
working
one
for.
you want to be.
you don't
at,
want to
right?
be there. You don't want to be there.
But-
Just
Things
take
are
a-
gonna
take
go
a
left really quick.
Why the
But
lights turn off?
yo, so we all know that you're in the industry, right?
What,
we wanna
industry?
know-
Well, hold on. What you mean industry? Like
We know that you're in the industry.
which one?
You're about to answer the question right now. Right? You're about to answer.
Here we go.
But actually, first I want to know like who's the biggest star like you ever or model or celebrity that you ever had to take photos of or provide your services to,
Who have I shot? Man,
and what industry was it?
let me think. Well, first, no porn. Let me think. So, man, I'm going. So right now it's gospel. So in the gospel world, I did some stuff for JJ Harrison, my boy.
It's a pretty
Big
big
up.
thing.
Yeah.
Like you took pictures or recorded?
Yeah, I did some stuff and I shot a lot of. Did a couple of his videos. Never Be Defeated. We did that. We shot that music video.
Okay.
So also, who else?
Like, was it your own company or were you were you working with other people?
partner, yeah,
A partner with other people. Okay.
Yeah. Big shout out to my boy Praise Vision, Gary Saunders. Appreciate you, brother, for that. Also did some stuff for this is gospel world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did some stuff with Dion Kippen, So I mean it's good. As far as like the big stars, not yet. They're coming.
Okay.
They're most definitely coming. But I've been on a lot of scenes for a lot of things behind the scenes. But yeah.
Do you need a lot of connections in order to get to the big stars? What do you think is holding you holding
more
you
of
back?
a resume kind of thing, right?
How do you
Yeah.
even get those connections?
So I mean, it's all about your inner circle, who you know, who you roll with. showing up to events, networking things like this for a second. So
you gotta fuck your way to the top,
just to go back to this. So
how is he gonna fuck his way to the top? Please explain this. Are you gonna get fucked your way to the top?
No.
That's out of control.
No. So just for example, like
it's like I take it left and then he just takes it all
way cliff left parachute without no. So the thing is like back when I first started, the first 3 years I was networking real hard. I was going to social events, seeing who was who, just get my name out there and pushing.
Like, are you like, I guess people say that term a lot, right? Oh, look, I network. I network here, right? I think it's such an easy phrase to say, but I don't think people really know what it means or how to do it. Like, when you say network, like are you just going up to like strangers and saying like, hey, like this is what I do? Like, if you ever need it, how does one really network in this kind of industry? All
right, so for example, photographers, I want to say big ups to my buddy Keith Clater, Time Frozen, my big brother. So I remember I met him at a fashion show. And we started talking. He started noticing my work. He goes, man, I like some of the stuff you're doing. I was like, this is Keith Clater. This is Connecticut photographer. Yeah. I'm like, me? I'm like, you serious? So after that, we started talking. Hey, what do you think about this? I got some ideas. Oh, let's talk. Let's connect. Let's do some stuff on the side, which we did. We met up, started doing some things, got to know him, got to be around his people, got to, network with him, go to some events. Hey, he reached out to me. I got this fashion show coming up. Come in and hang out. So as you do that, you're networking. You start to meet that circle of photography and the people you need to be around to get you to the next level. I could have tried it myself. Probably could have went to all the hole in the walls. Not happening. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, I'm shooting in the clubs. Nightclubs? Nah, overrated. Who wants to shoot that? I mean, there are photographers who do it and they do a good job, but you're just going to be stuck in the nightclub.
I'm going to be with you, bro. Anytime a photographer in the club like comes up to me and takes a picture of me, then hands me his card, like I immediately throw it away.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, and no disrespect, but it's just like I don't care enough about that picture to like go look for it or pay you for it. Like, thank you for taking it. But like, I guess I could see where that's a big waste of time. Like being a club.
So photographer. Like I said, the networking thing is very important. It's just about how you do it. It's not just going, oh, hey, let's talk. You got to make sure you stick to it, make it happen.
Okay.
Like I've done a lot of stuff for the Hartford. I've done a lot of stuff for the Mass Mutual. Going to corporate events, meeting their CEOs. They end up doing stuff for their family. So getting in the door that way, there's so many ways to make it work for you, for your advantage.
I mean, so it definitely seems like the networking thing works for you because you have, I don't know if you could legally say the network name, but you shot for a very famous network or you were working alongside of them. So what's your projection moving forward? Like, what do you think, where do you think like working for that network would place you? Or what type of position you think it would place you?
Can you say the network or no?
No, I can't.
Okay.
I would say just be a household name.
Okay.
Be a household name and just be recognized, not just here, but also across the pond.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yo, and it's like I've talked about this multiple times, like, about people that like are from the state of Connecticut, like, like always so much talent here, right? And it's just like, we're just like, everyone's just trying to break it out of there and get recognized like as a Connecticut artist, a Connecticut photographer, you know what I mean? Right. So I feel like it goes on like all genres and like all careers like over here.
Backtracking to the networking, right? I feel like sometimes you really gotta like just shoot your shot everywhere, right? You have to like treat networking like a shotgun where you're just shooting everywhere, right? And then sometimes that one person that you're gonna talk to is the one person that's really gonna like push your shit forward and like get you to like the next level. Have you ever felt like you missed that opportunity to talk to somebody just because like they may have had like some connection that you didn't know about, but you just kind of waved them off because you were like trying to do something else or you just didn't see the potential in it?
So one thing about me, I'm a very people's person. I don't brush you off.
Okay.
Unless you give me that feeling like, you're about to BS. I mean, because you can read people real fast. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man, we're going to work out. Good job. Let me get you.
You could just tell.
They're not interested in you.
Right.
When they sit down to talk to you, hey, man, if they know who you are, like people start noticing who you are.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I've brushed anyone or missed any opportunity. I think I'm exactly where I need to be because sometimes, like I said before, there are some things I thought I was ready for, but I wasn't. So I believe if I would have got it then, I probably would have blew the opportunity and made myself look like an ass. But
why do you think you wasn't ready for it?
Experience, knowing how to handle certain people. Like you got to handle everybody different, how to talk to them, how to negotiate business. You know, oh yeah, $30. Oh yeah, let's do it. You know, no. Now it's like knowing how to negotiate, stay to your negotiation, and know what you're worth.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not. Someone's gonna call me. Hey, can I do a photo shoot with you for 30 minutes for $80? Yeah, sure. No, you can't. You know, no, you won't be shooting me for no 30 minutes for $80. You know, no, not even.
I pass on my way next time.
That's actually a great point because we had an artist here and he talked about like he doesn't show up to all the clubs anymore because he feels like he's just giving it away for free. So he pretty much like knows his worth, like you're saying, like you know your worth, and he won't just like make himself accessible to everybody, and he keeps his price like solid and like you know he's not like
you have to
underselling himself.
Yeah, you have to, because if you don't, people will always try to take advantage. And not just that, to the new guys that are coming into the game. Like I said before, in the beginning, the new kids that were, oh yeah, I'm shooting a wedding for $100. I'm shooting a wedding for $80. I'm shooting a wedding for like $300. And some of the kids was doing it.
Like you really hear this,
and I'm sitting here like, God, like why? Like what are you doing? Then you see their work and it's like, oh yeah, I see why. But at the same time, when they call me, oh you're too expensive. No, I'm not. Do you know what a wedding goes for, or do you know what an event goes for? But I got Pookie and Tito shooting for $300.
I mean, but I think that's the thing that kind of fucks it up, like overall, because if you look at it like stocks or look at it like NFTs, like we as a customer, or you as the supplier, you set the price for what people are paying. The moment somebody comes in and says, you know what, I'll undercut and sell underneath you, it's gonna make people question like your real value. But if everybody is selling like for that price, then it's gonna be like, all right, well, that's just the base, that's just the norm.
That's actually like a great point to not undersell yourself, right? Because in business, there's a saying that 80% of your income comes from 20% of your clients. So if you just like leave out that 80% of your clients that are not paying you the proper the right amount, right, then you're just gonna focus on the clients that are paying you that 80% of your income, and then you could really like narrow down.
And not just that too. So there's a guy, I'm not gonna say his name. I love this kid to death. Great photographer. Undervalues himself. Really? But when I see
told him this?
We've talked a lot.
Is that like crossing the line a little bit? Like if you
does it hurt your business?
No, not at all. Not at all. But no, it just when you see someone getting taken advantage, or someone's putting death. You see somebody, like you, for example, let's say you're a top painter and you're but yeah, it's bad. But no, the thing is this. So I just lost my point, guys.
No, you're talking about like how you know this one guy who's like undervaluing himself.
So yeah, when you undervalue yourself, it's like you're killing yourself. Yeah. So for example, if you're going to the store and if Prada is $3,500, it's $3,500. I'm getting on my Louis Vuitton bag, it's $1,500. It's not changing with it.
Yeah.
You either can
There's
afford
no
it.
sales, nothing.
Right. It's either you can afford it or you can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. When you keep certain clientele around you, this shows you who you're worth. If I keep people around me who only pay $50, $60, those are the people who I'm going to get who can't afford or have the attitude, cuss you out. Oh, where's my stuff at? When you shoot those people who are up here, they understand business.
Yeah, and you set a standard for all your new clients too, because now they know like
So I had a guy had a client today. Hey, can I get images? Yeah, we just shot. Did you read the small print? Did you read the big print in the bottom that tells you when your images will come to you? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Let me do my job. You get your images in the time required. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and when we do sit down, I'll make sure you read everything so you understand. It's like there's no information, but when you just give me, no, not here.
Have you ever had what's the worst client you ever had?
Ooh.
Great question.
That got him excited real quick.
Bro, he's like, there's so many.
Had a Bridezilla times like 100. Straight bitch.
Ooh, I ain't never heard you curse.
I'm sorry.
I ain't never heard you curse.
Listen, I hope they probably won't remember me, but I mean, when I say wanted everything, I want this, I want that, I want it now, I want it for this price, I want it for that. No, not happening. You know what I'm saying? And then talking to the husband, hey, talk to your, oh man, she's out of control. She's just, for the whole entire week.
She was just like too much though.
Just over the top because she wanted everything. She was so controlling. Even her wedding planner quit on her.
Really?
Like the thing was like 2 days before the wedding. She was like, quit. Like you figured out.
Damn.
Just walked away mid planning everything. So I was just
I
like,
bet the husband was chill as fuck.
yo,
That's
the
usually how it is, bro.
husband was laid back, you know, hey,
Understands where you're coming from too.
I feel you. I
But that's
got
the
you.
missus, so
Like,
he
bro,
can't.
I don't even know when I'm getting married, man. Like, they gotta remind me.
He didn't even want to be at the wedding.
You know, yeah, right.
His own wedding.
I'm showing up late. You know, I might go to Vegas, come back late. But no, I mean, it happens. But you know, to be able to deal with it, it took a lot in me to be like, okay,
Yeah, like
all right.
fuck out of here.
Like, I got
Do you think the money was worth it, or do you think you should charge more for your time?
For troubles.
with that? Oh man, I should have broke her bank.
Okay.
You know, because I saw which. So the thing is, what one thing that gets me when I see what venue you're at, who did your dress, your makeup artist, and stuff like that. Oh, let's go. And I'm not trying to go. I'm about to go crazy, but it's like.
But so you base your prices off those kind of things?
No, I don't. No. But I know you can afford. Like, if
like
no, I'm saying if I know where you are, it's like I know you can afford.
Right.
You can afford photography. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
or you can afford
More packages.
What you're about to get into.
You should include in your contract the bullshit contingency. If I get bullshit, I'm gonna play this contingency.
Here's what's going to happen. But no, I mean you do your best with everybody that you can. But
yeah, have you ever got anybody that want to pay you
after?
Yeah.
Or no, everything's already paid for.
Oh, you paid before?
Everything is paid for. There is nothing before. There's nothing.
It's like a plus. This is like the perfect business.
So
you get people
here's how-
to work.
So here's how it works.
That kind of rubs me the wrong way. So as a customer, that kind of just annoyed me a little bit. Like I can see like a 50 now, 50 later.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't like this.
There are somewhere it's 50 now and 50 later. So the thing is this. So you're getting married in April, right?
Yeah.
You call me today. We write it all out. I have it to you by Thursday. Yeah, I love the contract. You know, okay, the wedding is for $5,000. All right, listen, half is up front now. All right, this is up front. I already locked you in. Here's your already put in the booking date for you to secure. So if you cancel, you know, I keep 3% of that because just in case I have somebody else that needed me, I didn't miss out that date. So you get that, and then 2 weeks before the wedding, you got to be closed out.
Really?
Yeah.
2 weeks before.
2 weeks before the wedding, or depending, like if I know you're good,
Mhm.
I'll wait after. But it's because I still got to get things done for you.
Okay.
Like there's some things I had to calculate to get things for you. I needed this to pay for that, get that done, depending on how things are looking in the business.
So
but
you base it off their like level of shiftiness. Like
What
look a little.
yeah.
What if you can't make it?
Huh?
What if you can't make
If
it?
I can't make the
Yeah.
wedding?
What if you get sick or
So
Get COVID.
God forbid you get hit by a bus?
here we go. So in my contract,
Oh, you got everything.
you gotta cover yourself because you don't want no lawsuits. You don't want nobody coming after you. In the contract, there is a box that I say if anything happens to me, if I'm sick, stuck in traffic, or if God decide to take me, or if there's a God event that stop, you will have a backup shooter, at your wedding. So there is someone.
Who's the backup shooter?
So I have like there's 4 photographers that work with me, and also I have a good, a dynamic photographer who's,
that's fair. I thought you were gonna say your ass out of luck.
No, you're not. You're not. We make sure you're covered. So if I can't make it, there's a second shooter who will most definitely.
You got your brother-in-law over there shooting for you.
I would have never thought of that.
All
What if the
photographers.
cameraman can't make it? Like
Right.
that does
I
sound.
mean, I've heard of stories like that. Like that's why it's not like no surprise to me where like camera guys end up fucking up the shot or hold the pictures hostage for whatever
I
reason.
can't hold you.
Is there
But
a
like
discount?
I've heard of that because like people
What's
pay
that,
the
if I
stuff
don't
ahead
make
of time.
Sorry, I want to let him
No,
finish.
go ahead.
If you don't make it because they're paying for you, right?
No,
You're the
what?
professional.
Yeah,
You're
they're
the one
paying-
that they want.
Like,
If you can't make it,
they
then they get a
They
discount.
signed that shit.
They're paying for my business. They're paying for my company.
Oh,
So even though it may not be me, you're still getting someone in the seat with me. It's either you are better than me, or you're not gonna be underneath. You're gonna be established. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm gonna make
Oh,
sure you get what
Yeah,
you.
you're not like hiring just some dude
Nah.
like with an iPhone camera.
Nah,
like
nah,
you
nah.
some guy.
Hey, yo,
that's legit.
J-Rod, you
Yeah.
want to shoot this wedding for me? Nah.
what if they can't
Yo,
make it?
Yo, Ease, you free Saturday?
So everybody, when I have a wedding book, I have guys who are backed up, ready to go, just in case if I can't make it. And then my assistant, if I can't, he'll shoot it.
Do they get a
So-
piece of the pie?
They always get, always get.
Okay,
a piece of
so-
pie. So if I'm not making
Everybody
it,
eats, B.
everybody.
It's like the
eats,
Godfather here,
man. Hey, let me tell
blessing everybody.
you.
Yo,
know,
so I know you said you haven't shot porn. Would you do it?
what I no, I
Why
want
not?
to do it. I want to do it.
Like, what if the money's good?
It is good. Porn money is good.
What's porn money?
The industry, like the industry's the industry's always been booming. I mean, from
I bet
the
it is
stories I've
booming.
heard from some of the guys I work with, I don't need that. It's like
Work though.
it's work, but I don't need that work.
Is this for like?
I don't want to wrap my
moral
cameras up
reasons?
and have to sterilize them and get the camera tested for it. No, it is moral and it's just respect. You know what I'm saying? I don't see myself.
You just don't like
you're-
the smell.
Like you're respecting yourself?
Huh?
Like what do you mean with the respect? Like
Like
yourself?
I just couldn't walk into a porn center and be like, I feel dirty.
Right.
Just like, nah, I'm good. It's not me.
You had
Yeah,
like an
that's
image
My
uphold.
class,
You know?
like, it's like my class where
I'd
I
be
am. It's just,
professional about it, bro. This is
I'm here to
it's a
shoot you
professional
this
shooting.
spread and turn. Nah, I couldn't.
What about
I
nudity?
can see
Like,
you walking in there with
So
no pants,
nude- I
bro.
mean, So there's a difference from porn to someone who wants a self portrait of like I do semi nudes. I do some nude stuff for
Oh,
covers.
you shoot
for
you shoot
lingerie.
naked models?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Like full nude?
I've done some food nude stuff.
Like busted open nude?
Like not busted open,
Spread the
like
lips
spread
nude?
eagle. No. Everything has always been classy, so there's nothing too off the deep end. I'll set a limit of how far I will go, because at the same time, there's people who know me.
We could talk about this later, but if
No,
you
we can
need
talk about it.
if you need an assistant for these shoots,
I got you.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
most definitely like yo.
I'll be a puffer.
you the guy in the back blowing smoke.
How does your wife feel about like these kind of shoots? You know what I'm saying? Like with nude women.
She's okay with it.
She's okay with it?
Yeah, she knows. She knows.
Never like no issue, nothing like that.
No issues. No. Oh my God, no.
I know a photographer, right? I wouldn't say he's as like professional as you, like he does get paid for it, but he does have another full-time job. But I know he fucks the women
Oh,
that
wow.
he shoots.
That's not cool.
Really?
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
not cool at all. So the reason why I say that is this. Image is everything in social reputation. I've heard so many things about photographers and some of the female, oh my God, don't shoot with this guy, he's a pervert. Oh, my
really? They start
God.
saying that?
And they'll blast you too. So if you have like if you're on social media, especially if you got like a Google page and all that stuff, people will go and write.
Oh, like reviews.
They'll write, oh my God, this guy groped me in the hallway. He grabbed my nipples.
Really?
Oh yeah, they'll go in on you. So
Has it ever happened to like somebody you personally know? Like kinda got like that kind of review?
yeah, I did. A good photographer. I mean, they kind of was blackmailing him for something, but it got all sorted out.
Okay.
But it was bad. Like they was like bashing him. So she got a bunch of her friends to come in, just false claiming things, but he ended up suing for defamation of character and stuff like that. He won.
Oh,
I feel bad for them. I bet
I
you
mean,
don't
but
ever do it
really,
again.
do you ever recover from that? Because like the word is out there,
right,
you
the
know?
word's out there. No, it doesn't. People still think like, oh, I wonder.
yo, it's
'cause-
like, and it's like you hear it all the time, right? Like when a man gets accused like of rape, right, falsely, right? Even when like the woman comes out and says I lied and stuff like
Right.
that, right? And he's free, drop all charges, right? That thing just sticks with them. I bet it's the same thing with the photographer that gets accused of something, right?
Because in the photography world, just like in the artist world, music world, things stay and they float, and room is tough.
So, it's always a small world. You feel me? Within your own career.
Yeah.
So whenever something happens like over here, it's gonna make it to the other side before you know it.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I think you could probably rebrand yourself. Like I think with the whole business aspect, like you think
can.
they're booking Elijah, or do you think they're booking your company name? Like, do you think that it's really interpersonal?
I mean, unfortunately for him, like his name is on the company.
I know,
name,
I
so
know.
it's just like there's no way.
They're getting both.
Yeah.
No, I mean, mostly it's the company and also myself, because you set your company up to mimic you. So
Yeah.
if I'm a jerk or snotty guy, oh, this guy, here he comes. But if you know you're coming in, you're getting it's exactly what it is.
I mean, but if he ended up changing it from Captured by Elijah and he turned it into something else, it's like, well, this is somebody completely different. They wouldn't really know it's you until
Until they see you.
until
Like,
they know it's you.
oh, this guy.
Right. So I don't think I think the reputation thing would like kind of like fall apart after that. It's different when it's like, oh, this is such Elijah such and such. Like,
Nah, I get it.
It
yo.
depends. It depends, though. I mean, it really depends. So, like, for example, there was a construction company here in Connecticut. Shady dudes. I mean, they took millions and millions and relaunched their business. People went
Yeah.
right back to them.
Some people call it
You know
shady.
what I'm saying?
Some people call working the system.
Nah, I get
So-
it, yo. You don't ever want to ruin your reputation, especially
Yeah.
like with your business. Like even for us, like you know what I mean. Obviously, like we're a fun podcast. We joke around, we bullshit a lot, but I always try to keep it like respectful to some level because I don't ever want to like build a reputation like where we
Right.
like bash our guests or like
Make people feel
somebody
uncomfortable.
or something
Yeah.
like that.
Right,
So
right.
I always kind of like I do give like heads up like to certain people. I mean, obviously we already know each
Yeah.
other, so like you
Most
know how
definitely.
our sense of humor. But sometimes we have people on here that don't know
Don't
us.
right and be
So
like,
I kind
"Oh,
of give them a
like
heads up,
that."
like, yo, like we do kind of say some inappropriate shit, like, or we'll like play devil's advocate. I'm saying because I don't want people to feel like
We're
under
attacking them,
pressure or
yeah.
something.
No,
like
I
that.
got you, and you have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, everybody different personalities.
Yeah.
With me, I'm a, we can go all day with it back and forth. I wouldn't even care.
Yeah.
Touchy situations. Well, oh man, come on, man, whatever. Like you're a jerk. You're
But
ass.
then in the day and age that we're living in, where everybody's so sensitive,
sensitive.
if you don't want to, you really got to tread
you gotta
lightly.
be careful. Yeah, especially in America. Man, America. I'm sorry, we soft.
Cancel culture, yo.
Yeah.
Out of control.
Listen, we soft. Listen, I'm a '80s kid. Tough. Now these kids today.
Bro, you grew up during crack.
Oh, yeah, crack, everything.
Yeah, y'all built different.
we different, boy.
They was putting baking soda in y'all formula. Like y'all tough.
We was eating lead paint, man, coming out the bathroom like, what's good, bro? No, but no, it's different. Like America's, they're soft. Everybody's soft. Not everybody, but the generation today.
So everybody has a voice, social media gave everybody a voice, so everybody has an opinion,
which is cool. Everybody can have a voice, but man, y'all stop whining.
Yeah, you know what it is, yo? I think anytime someone like feels offended, they think that their feelings are so valid that the person that offended them has to be eliminated out of the world, not just out of their life. You know what I'm saying? Like out of the world, because now they feel like, all right, just because they offended me, they're probably offending everybody else, and that's not really the case, right? Nope. Like people just think they're so important to this world. And their feelings are the only things that matter. And it's like, yo, that's just not how reality works.
That's not how it works.
But yo, that's the problem with what social media is, right? When you have a lot of followers, right? You do feel like that. Like you feel entitled like that.
Right.
Oh, what I feel is the most important thing. And all these idiots following me are going to agree with me anyway. So that's unfortunately that's how things
are. And then the wildest thing is that even if you get 10% of those people, 10% of those people are going to follow you and agree with the shit that you fucking say. So.
Blindly.
Blindly. Yeah. Like, I'll jump when you jump. I'm not even going to look. But that's sad though. But people just got to vet people and know what's real and what's not real. So you just got to be out here knowing when to shut up.
I mean, clearly we don't know when to shut up.
Oh no, we have an issue.
And then sometimes it's all right.
We have a shut up issue.
We learning though. We're learning.
I don't think so.
I don't think we're learning, man.
Not at all. Not even a little bit.
No,
no, I think it's progressively getting worse.
We're actually learning how to not shut up.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think I think we got worse, yo. I think we're getting bolder and bolder. Like
as more and more
we push it this far, and we're still okay. Let's go here.
Yeah. Hey, we pushed that rock.
No, I think it's almost getting to the point like, who can we offend this week?
Let's talk about. No, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. You don't want to go there. But no, seriously.
Is there any other crazy story that's happened to you, like through shooting or networking with people, like during photographies?
Crazy stories. Not really, man.
Nothing.
Nothing. Be like, yo, guess what happened?
It's been a real wholesome career so far.
It's been pretty cool. Actually, yeah.
Okay.
I got one.
All right.
So I'm in the car. I get a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
This is for photography, and it's his name is Frank. I'm just gonna say Frank. Calls me up. Hey, this is Frank. I wanna book you for a session. I'm like, yeah, cool, man. I'm like, yeah. So I get the information, name, location, where you want to shoot, the studio, outdoors, where you want to shoot. Oh, I just want to shoot. Just bring your camera, and I have my shirt off and just some jeans, and I just want you to shoot me. I'm just like,
it's a guy.
Okay.
My
partner's next to me, looking at me like, it's a funny conversation. I'm like, shoot. I'm like, so is this for headshots? Is this for business? Is it for personal use? What is this for? He goes, I just want to get
like, bro, just take some pictures of me naked.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. I'm saying here, like, just get to the point. Like, what do you want? Oh no, just have you just you show up with your camera and me in my shirt. I'm just like, bruh, yeah. Let me get back to you. Let me see if I got any availability. Click. I'm saying here, like, what in the tarnations is this? Tarnations is going on. 10 minutes later. So hi, this is me again. I just want to know. I'm like, listen, I'm booked for the next 6 months. I can get you someone to shoot, but I can't take you right now.
I would have took it.
No, I really want you to come. So just me and my shirt. You bring your camera. And
this shirt.
So I'm just listening to the conversations like, yo, what is going on? Am I going to work and am I about to walk into some dominant thing and you jump me? And
you're going to be all oiled up.
All oiled up, ball in the mouth. No, but no. So
it's going to be some shit like put the lotion on the skin.
I would have took the job.
Yeah,
I would have seen it through to see where it went.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things that we gotta watch ourselves with because
I bet y'all meeting these random people.
Random people don't know what's gonna pop off. Just like I was saying, not too long ago, my buddy got a call and almost had his life taken.
Right.
In his own studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he had
tried to rob him.
Yeah, they tried to rob him, try to get him, but he was packing.
Especially when you're walking around with like $25,000 equipment.
Kept the thing on.
Yeah, kept this thing, and we all do. We all do. Even on my shoots, people be like, "Oh my God, don't worry about it. You're all right. You're safe, just in case." So
you keep yours on you
all the time.
Really? So
Yeah.
whenever you go shoot
Yeah,
somewhere.
if I'm going to a different no matter where I'm going, even I got my permit for Mass, so I'm coming to Mass, ready to go. So if people calling me to like these events and stuff like that, you always got it because you never know. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
smart, bro.
I've seen it.
I've seen it. You gotta.
Carry?
What I carry right now?
Yeah.
So I'm carrying the Shield, Smith & Wesson 40.
Okay.
So yeah.
Why'd you bring it
S&P.
today? What do you think? We're gonna rob you?
Hey, I'm in Waterbury.
Valid,
You know what they say about Waterbury.
Valid.
Hey. No, it's just I do.
It's just
a part of me now since I've been carrying since I was 20. So
Speaking of that, all right. So before we wrap this up, let me just tell you a quick little story. So I was telling you, right? I just dropped my mom off in the Newark airport, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like going back home, and I stopped by. Like it's mad traffic, right? So my GPS is like taking me through Newark, bro.
yeah,
And when I tell you, this has to be the
bricks.
shadiest fucking town I've ever been. I've never feared for my life.
you're in
like
Newark,
this
man.
before.
What you think?
I didn't think it was that bad.
No,
I mean,
Newark is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Bro.
Even people from New Jersey don't like to go to Newark.
Yo,
You don't hear what Redman
I
used to
thought-
say in his albums
I
about
thought
Newark?
Bridgeport was bad.
Nah, it's crazy.
Bro,
out
they
there.
made Bridgeport look like a vacation spot.
Bridgeport lived like Avon.
So,
Damn, that's saying a lot.
so
Bridgeport is a shithole.
Oh, wow.
you see what I
The guy
mean?
just attacks whole cities.
Unnecessary.
Shithole.
Oh man,
Except for Seaside Park.
sorry, Bridgeport.
Yo, bro, so me thinking I'm fucking Superman. I walk into this fucking White Castle, get some food. As soon as I walk in, like it's a bum just asking me for money, right? I'm like, nah. And there's other
Yeah, you against the corner.
Bum's
Yo.
Bum's a bad word, but
Homeless person.
what?
Lazy person.
Homeless person. Yo, there's another one, like a schizophrenic one, just like she's talking to me, right? But she's not. She's talking through me.
Through you, yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not trying to make eye contact. Yo, there's another dude with a
I'm
ski
making eyes
mask on,
blink.
like on the corner.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've never felt so uncomfortable in my life. Like, I wish I had a gun on me right now.
Oh my God.
This shit,
This
yo,
guy.
Something could go left very quickly, and I wouldn't know where it's coming from.
Yo, there's a random like 6'5" Jewish man in here. Like, it
Really?
looks crazy.
6'5" Jewish guy?
Yeah, big as fuck,
Sure he wasn't lost?
bro. I don't know.
Did they have him kidnapped? I think he was kidnapped.
Yeah, you're probably the toughest one out of all of them.
Probably, hey,
Yo, crazy thing is, like people, like I told you, Newark is some place that, or they don't even call it Newark, they call it Newark.
Newark?
Yeah.
Brick
North?
City.
Yeah,
Brick City.
they say that place is like
Bro, that's
insane, bro.
Nah,
Brick City,
bro.
man.
That's the trenches. That's the fucking trenches for real. Like I thought I was from the trenches, man.
Right.
Like no, we're living good, guys.
And them niggas is conditioned to the shit where it's normal
Right,
to them,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
it was like it. Yo, I swear to God, like there was sun where I was at. As soon as I
Yeah.
hit Newark,
It just went down.
sun
Disappeared.
stopped. It was so, yo, you know what it was like? Yo, you ever watch SpongeBob when he went to rock bottom?
Rock bottom.
Yo, that's what Newark is like, yo. It's like rock bottom, yo. This shit, yo,
Oh,
shady
I am
as shit,
Right.
bro.
Newark, New
Yo,
Jersey. You hear it here.
Yo, everything's dark. It's just
Wow.
uncomfortable. Everybody look hungry.
It fucking stinks there, too.
So, well, you're right there. You're next to the freaking.
Do they
plants
even
and
wear
everything,
shoes?
so-
They had shoes,
That-
but it was. Anyways, that was.
Newark.
But before we wrap this up, bro, anything you want to say?
All I want to say to my photographer guys out there, videography guys, stay true to yourself. Keep shooting. Be real. And get your money. Get your money. Make yours.
Yeah.
You know, go hard.
Don't undervalue yourself.
Don't undervalue yourself.
Don't be doing weddings for $300.
Don't be doing weddings for $300. Stay away from people at the weddings. Hey, can you take this picture with me? Oh, real quick. So
Okay.
at weddings or any events, there's also another like clause I put in my contracts, and I tell family members I do not use people's phones. I don't shoot with other people's phones. You get my gear. That's it. So when people come up to me, oh, can you shoot this picture with me
What,
with
ask
my
you to use
iPhone?
your phone?
I'm like, nope, sorry, can't do it. But I shoot you with this. You know what I'm saying? It's a totally, and I tell them at the same time, like, if people are in the way, I'm pushing them out the way nicely. And if you got that one uncle who wants to be in the front, I'm like, he will be asked once, and after that, he's going to be removed. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to capture what you paid me to do. You know?
I've seen that before.
I can't have Uncle Ray. Hey, come here, man. Let me. Uncle Ray, watch out. You know, so we gotta make sure we stay to do what our clients ask us to do. Not too far, but we gotta make sure respectfully.
So where can the people find you?
Where can they find me?
Yeah.
Listen, you can reach me at capturedbyelijah.com. Same thing for my IG, Captured by Elijah. Facebook, same thing. I got 2 Facebooks, Captured by Elijah and Captured Photos. You can reach me there. Also, my Google page, check it out. Captured by Elijah. Everything's all the same. All the same.
Yo, you heard him. If you need some professional photography, that's gonna
videography work as well
for some good prices. Yo, if you just need some questions on any video stuff, like
video, photography, again, whatever you need, just give us
I just want to give you your flowers while you're here, man.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
You helping us out was like one of the main reasons we even gotten this far, man. So we much appreciate you.
Happy to be a part of this podcast and put it together.
No, this guy definitely
now I'll be
works
taking all my
behind.
stuff back when I leave. Yeah. And it's theirs, but I'm taking it with me.
First thing my man came in here was like, started like, all right, this is wrong, that light's wrong. Like,
gotta fix the lighting. Gotta fix the lighting.
But yo, once again, thank you for coming on,
welcome.
Bro.
Appreciate you guys.
Hope to have you back soon.
Most definitely.
I'm be real with you. If I have a wedding, I'm gonna probably just use an iPhone. But you're invited. Cool. You invited. You're invited, though.
He gets a plate.
I get a plate.
You get a plate.
All right, cool. Don't sit me at the kids' table.
Nah, you grown. All right.
It better be open bar.
But as always, please like, comment, subscribe, keep tuning in. Thank you.